that session on recording. Let me share my screen. Actually, that call was terminated. I forgot. I'm having only 1 minute remaining, right? So after 45 minutes, it automatically terminated. So my screen is visible to you guys, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So where I was, so it is installing one machine here. Okay. Let's wait for it. Like I have processed that for the installation. I'm just waiting for the response of this machine. And in the meantime, okay, this machine is booting up. I selected all these options. So I explained each and everything to you guys here. And also, I'm having one document that I already shared with everyone, right? So Naveen, I will explain that theory part to you as well from tomorrow or day after tomorrow, right? Why? Because that theory part is very, very important for your thesis or for your project, whatever you're submitting, right? So,
Okay.
so now as it is a general installation, now it is asking to enter some password for the administrator. So I entered the password. Now it will uh, launch the machine. Let me log in into the machine with local admin. And now after that, what I have to do, I have to join that machine into my domain, right? So let's wait for this machine to load. So basically, this hypervisor is quite good in speed, right? So we installed the operating system within 2 or 3 minutes, right? So those kind of activities are very, very good for me actually. If things are getting, sometimes, it happens like, I have to wait for long, like, as we have done in delivery control installation, it took somewhere around more than 45 minutes for the installation, right? So those kind of things what we have to perform here, no worry. So now right now our major task is to join that machine into our domain. So let me add this machine into my domain. Before that, let me enable the remote desktop so that I can take a remote of this machine. Now, okay, let me maximize this so that you will be able to see, guys. So now I have to join this machine what I created on my hypervisor. I have to join this machine into my domain, right? So just click on the computer name into server manager, click on the change, and what is the name I given to this machine? It is for Naveen, so win2k19-n. So let me put the same host name here. So it is win2k19-n. So and now I have to enter my domain, that is techmtech.com. In your case, guys, domain may be different. Okay, you can create domain with your name, whatever the name. So now I have to enter my domain credentials. So let me enter. This is my username and this is my password. And after that, that machine will be in my domain, right? It is joined into my domain. Click OK, close, and let me restart the machine. So it will restart within a minute. So Naveen, are you getting something or what you are doing? You are observing, you are listening, what you are doing?
Yeah, I'm observing.
Okay,
Just
please do
listening, observing.
observe. Yeah, because it's very new for you. I can understand, like, you will be having some doubt for sure, but whatever doubts you have, we can cover all those doubts in one-on-one. Okay. So
Okay.
I started recording this session? Yes. Okay, so now I joined this machine into my domain. So now what I can do, I can log in with my domain user account. So this is my user account, and I have to copy some data here, right? So right, I think I have created some repository in my domain controller. So let me see if I am having those stuff here. So into the C drive, then the C drive. In C drive, I'm having one software. Perfect. I'm having those software. So what I can do, I can simply run /DC. I have to enter the network path. Select shop. Let me open that path. And I'm installing one application which is known as Notepad++ in this machine. And we will publish this application to end user over the cloud. Okay. So let me paste it here in my machine and let me install it now. Next. I'm just installing one demo application and I will publish that demo application to my end user over the internet. Okay. So Notepad++, I do not want to run it right now. Close this. Sorry, close this. And let me delete the setup. It is not required anymore. So empty recycle bin. So if you can see in start, we are having one application Notepad++ that we will publish to our end user. So now what I did, I have created one virtual machine in hypervisor. In that virtual machine, I installed one application that needs to be published to end user. And now I have to configure this machine as a master image. Means I have to install that VDA agent in this machine. So let me mount that ISO media from Citrix and let me go here this PC. Let me install and run this thing. Click yes. Now it will ask like what do you want to perform, like to publish applications only or application and desktop both. So we will go with the second one. Why? Because we have to learn both the things, right? Let's click on start. So now we have configured delivery controller, we have configured all those core components. Now we have to like install, we have to create the master image, right? So we have to install virtual delivery agent in this machine. So now I will click on this option. Now we are using Citrix MCS services. So MCS services are there. Click on next. MCS full form is machine creation services. Okay. Next. So the recommended one installation is VDA agent. So that is fine. And this is the optional one. So we have no use of Citrix workspace inside VDI. So simply click on next. These are the some predefined like pre-checks that add-ons kind of thing. So we will go with the default one and the rest of the add-ons for the L3 and L4 kind of thing. So right now you guys have nothing to do for those. Okay, so we will continue with the default one which is already selected. Click on next. Now it is asking for a delivery controller address. So in our case, what delivery controller we have created? We have created one delivery controller is here, that is DDC01. Okay, so let me enter the address of delivery controller here, like DDC hyphen 01 dot techmtech.com. That is my domain. Click on test connection. It is connected. Add that connection. So in production, you will get more than two delivery controller for sure. So whatever the numbers of delivery controllers you have to add all those delivery controller here with that installation only. Click on next. These are the features. So we will not requiring any feature right now, right? So click on next. These are the firewall ports. It is very important to remember all those port numbers. I will share a document, or if you can take a snip of it, please take. These are the communication ports. Okay. Click on next. So here is the summary what we have selected. Prerequisites will be there, like, and then it will install the core component. So before installing that virtual delivery agent, na, these prerequisite installation is must, right? So we have not selected any prerequisite, we have selected the core component, but before installation of that software, that framework, it should be installed, right? So that is the only reason why they are getting displayed here. Simply click on next, sorry, click on install, and now it will start the installation of prerequisites. Then it will install the core component. In this case, we are installing the delivery controller, right? So in the meantime, let me show you what we have done so far. We have configured studio, we have configured director, license server, delivery controller, storefront configuration not done so far. We have got one database, active service, active server is already there. We have configured one hypervisor, which is Gen server, and in that Gen server, what we are doing, we are installing one machine, right? With is a Win2K19-N for Naveen, and in that machine, we have installed one application, and that application we will publish directly to our end user. Like this is our data center part. From our data center, we will publish one application to end user. Okay, so to publish an application to end user, what will be requirement? We have to configure one storefront server. Okay, so that we will configure tomorrow or day after tomorrow. So we are already too fast, right? So recordings are there, no worries, but we must have to take a break, right? Otherwise, things will be complicated. So now it is installing that .NET framework. Let's wait for it. So other guys, do you have any question, any doubt right now? If you have, you can ask. Okay, please do not, be like silent guys in the call. Okay, if you have anything in your mind, you can ask. Question might be silly, and I will be more than happy to answer you guys. Okay, that is not a problem. Anyone, anything?
No, my sir, so
No,
far it
sir.
is good. No issues.
Yeah, because you are.
But definitely will ask if we have any issues, like, because I have a confusion on
Mhm.
the delivery groups and machine catalog, but we haven't reached that topic. So
Yeah, that we will cover tomorrow. Like today, I think we
yeah,
have covered almost 3 hours now, right? We have
correct.
started from 8 o'clock, and it's almost 11 o'clock here, right? So even although I can cover the entire stuff in night itself, right? Why? Because we have to create one machine catalog and one delivery group, and it will not take that much, right? Time.
Yeah,
So I do not want to, like complete the session within a single day. Otherwise, it will be useless. Like, for me, I'm having the recordings. I got the content. That is not a big deal, right? But it should
yeah,
be understandable to everyone. So that is my concern. So after this installation, we will take a break, and from tomorrow, we will continue with the machine creation. Okay.
yeah. That is fine.
Anyone? Any other guy having any doubt? So, guys, for your information, for tomorrow in the morning or in the afternoon, no session will be there. I will be busy with my personal life, with my family for that festival. Okay, and in the night, like if I will be in like kind of conscious state after Rang Panchami, right? So I hope you can understand, right? So so if I will be there, then I will schedule a call in night, like late night as per the UK time zones, like somewhere around 9 or 10 p.m. IST, Indian Standard Time. So I will try to schedule that call. Okay, but if somehow it is not possible, okay, so now it is asking to restart the machine. Click on close, it will automatically start the machine. So if somehow I will not be able to, take a session, in that case, we will continue from Monday. Okay, Monday early morning, I will be available. No issue. I will try to schedule a class like tomorrow only, but if I got stuck somewhere with my family, na, so it will be quite means I cannot. I hope you can understand. Like with family, you can not go
Yeah.
somewhere. So that is my concern. So no worries.
Mice are not a problem, but the thing is that our,
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Sandeep and I think
Mm-hmm.
our topic is, I think, already completed. So only the
Mm-hmm.
troubleshooting part is left,
Yeah,
right?
that
And
we will cover. That
some
we will cover.
questions you have,
Mm-hmm.
you have already shared some questions, right? So
Do
we
not read
want
them.
to
Do
like,
not read them directly. I will explain each and everything. Okay, in
yeah,
one-on-one
only that
session.
part is left. And other than this, I think, yeah,
You are good,
we
right?
are all set. Yeah, we are all set.
Okay. Okay, so machine has been rebooted. Now we have to log in again into that machine with the same credentials what I used earlier. So it will automatically like reinitiate the installation. You have nothing to do, just wait. So anyone have any idea why I'm getting this wallpaper in every virtual machine? Which policy I deployed? Any answer?
It's wallpaper through group policy.
Yeah, so what is the path?
It's a local drive, maybe.
No, no. If we are talking
Group
about
policy.
the group policy, then how it should be a local drive, right?
No, no, obviously the server local C drive I'm talking about.
Hmm. Actually, I deployed this policy from the group policy management, right? And
Yes.
with that group policy, again, it's asking to restart. It's working too fast, actually. Okay, close it. Now, that is a plus point on the bare metal devices. Now, you do not have to wait for uh, 30 minutes or 40 minutes kind of thing.
Sir, if you are giving us opportunity to ask, then yeah, definitely I wanna ask one doubt.
Mm-hmm.
So if we are, suppose if we are hired for L1 support, maybe L1 support Citrix, or maybe L1 Citrix administrator,
Mm-hmm.
we'll also need to take care of like Windows server administration part, like GPO, I mean group
Definitely. No, no.
policy.
Look. Not like that, but if you are working as a Citrix admin, right? So, like, you will be there as a Citrix admin after, some year of experience in past, right? So, in past, you might have worked on Windows Server only, right? So, whatever the machines you will get on the data center, na, those machines will be Windows Server only. Means, it's not that mandatory like you have to work on the like group policies, but if sometimes if you are facing any issue in the virtual machine, so you will be able to identify like this particular issue is happening just because of some wrong group policy is deployed over that particular machine, right? So those kind of things will comes like with experience only. Like if my firewall is disabled, right, so I will be able to identify like who is managing my firewall. So that firewall is getting managed by the my domain my system administrator or server administrator, right? So I can ask him like, buddy, please open that particular part, right, port number or whatever it is. So those kind of things means you have means it's not recommended like you have to work on Windows server like Active Directory and other stuff, right? But you have to work on the Windows server for Citrix thing, right? No one going to ask you like, please deploy a new group policy or please open the firewall or please set some policies, right? But if you are working in that level, na, you will be like much senior than the L1 guys or the server admin guys, right? So means as I'm working here and I'm managing more than 200 plus of engineers, right? So although I'm out of that domain, what it just happened? My screen visible? guys?
Yeah, it is visible, but
It,
Okay, I lost.
RDS,
Yeah,
connected.
yeah.
yeah, it's reconnected. Some network fluctuation was happened, right? So no worries. So basically, the primary skill will be MCSA, that is Microsoft certified, whatever it is, the full name, Windows Server Administrator, whatever it is, right? Then secondly, skill will be some basic networking skill. Then after that, you are good to move to any cloud platform, right? Platform means Citrix, Azure, or Google, or whatever it is, right? So when you talk about the like cloud, there is nothing like cloud. When you are using the cloud, you are storing the data on someone machine which is located somewhere at the globe. Okay, so that is the only difference. Means for us, for technical guys, there is nothing like data, not data center. There is nothing like cloud. Okay. So
Yeah.
if someone asks you in interview, what is cloud, you can directly answer him. There is nothing, anything like there is nothing like cloud in the real world. When we are using the cloud, we are just using some other like a system or some other machines, and we are storing data on their machines over the internet. So that is the basic definition of cloud. Okay.
Yeah, correct. My sir, correct me if I'm wrong. As far as cloud part is concerned, I think
Mm-hmm.
um my knowledge about cloud is helpful for those like if we suppose for an example, if I'm a employer, if I'm an employer and
Mm-hmm.
I have a data center, right? I have a data center. So
Mm-hmm.
if I have a data center, then definitely I'll have to manage all those servers and all, and
Mm-hmm.
for that I'll need to hire engineers, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the capital expenditure is also there.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the benefit of cloud is like you don't have to pay upfront cost, that is capital expenditure, and you don't have to hire engineers or administrator network engineers. So I think these are some advantages of moving into onto the cloud. This is my like, actually I have also
Yes,
researched on
yes,
Google.
yes. So that is for the
Yeah.
public cloud, not for the private one, right?
Yes, yes.
For private,
So
for
these are the some advantages like I was saying.
yeah, these are the advantages of public cloud only, right? Means
Public cloud, correct.
anyone can use the public cloud. Means you have what you have to do. You have to put your
Yeah.
credit card details on Google Cloud or AWS, and you will get one virtual machines from them, right? Or in the similar
Yes.
way, anyone on the globe can access their machines, right? But
Yeah, correct.
if you are working into the banking sector, right, or if you are working into any other, like
Government
artificial
project.
intelligence or government products, right? So they
Yeah.
guys will never prefer the public cloud, right? They will
Yes.
always prefer the upfront cost for the private cloud. Why? Because data is everything for them, right? They cannot
Correct.
compromise with their data.
Correct. Correct.
So for us, like for small scale industries, like the industries who have nothing to do with their data, for a kind of companies or for a kind of call centers, right? Or for a kind of data entry companies, right? So for them, they have nothing to do with their data, right? Means
Yeah.
their data is not that much secure. But for the banking sector, for some secret projects, right? So, like
Yeah.
if I talk about the banking sector, so credit card details, debit card details, each and everything will be there into their database, right? So they do not want to leak their details, right?
Yeah, it makes sense. Correct.
So,
Actually, I also had spent
hmm
sometimes with the government project. I was in GST. Actually, I already said I already mentioned about my past experience to you. I was with
in a
GST.
simple manner, if you in India,
Yeah.
we all guys are having Aadhaar card, right?
Yeah.
So for Aadhaar card, na, the guys having their private data center, right?
Correct. Correct.
If you have
Correct.
any idea, right? Aadhaar
Yeah. Yeah.
card or any license server, or even for the passport industries, like the passport, what we call here, I'm not getting the exact word, like passport agency, right? So they guys
Yes.
having their personal data means private data centers only. They guys are not rely on the AWS or
Correct.
Azure,
Correct.
right?
Yeah.
Because data is everything, na? So data is the key. And for IT sector, like for the companies like SCL, Infosys, then TCS in India, right? And in like if you go overseas, so State Street Bank, Wakarle Bank, right? So those are the huge players into the market. So they guys
Correct.
always prefer to have upfront. Look, the thing is that na upfront cost is one time only, right? You do not have
One
to
time
invest
only.
again and again, right? And
Yes.
on the same note, if you go with the public cloud now, you have to pay monthly basis, right?
Yeah.
So things will be similar after 10 years. Whatever you are paying on that, private public cloud now, if you count, you will get the same money, right?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, initially, public cloud is cheaper. You do not have to bear any additional cost. Whatever resources you are using, you just have to pay for that thing only, right?
Correct.
Okay, so I think our video installation has been almost completed. Let me uncheck this box. So as you can see, I installed the video agent and it has been done within 10 to 12 minutes only. So click on next. So now we have it is asking to restart the machine. So let me restart the machine. So now what we did so far, we have covered the longest sessions, right? Like till lecture not lecture session number 5. These are the very very lengthy installation part, took much time, right? So we have covered all those things, and for tomorrow we have only three things to do, like create machine catalog, create delivery group, install, and on next we will test our deployment, right? And after that we will troubleshoot, and after that I will help you, Naveen, to create your documentation part, right? So these three
Okay.
sessions, like these three sessions will na, this will be for 30 minutes only. Means I can cover all those three in 30 minutes. Why? Because there is no installation is there for that particular part, right? Without installation, we have just to create some group and some delivery group and some machine catalog. And it took somewhere around 3 to 4 hours for us, right, to reach out there, right? So I think I rebooted the machine and where is the hypervisor? Okay, so I think machine is rebooted now, so I'm not going to log into that machine. Let me shut down the machine so far, and I'm good for today. If you guys have any concerns so far, you can ask, or else we will continue from tomorrow. Like I will try to schedule a call by tomorrow late night, okay? Or if not possible, I will let you know guys the revised timings, okay? But we have almost covered the 60% of part, and rest of the 40% we will cover on the next session, and next session will be the on the similar note. It will be for 3 to 4 hours only, like as we covered today, right?
Okay.
Any doubt? Anyone?
Mahesh sir, I have a question only, quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, what about the netscaler? As I already asked you. So, can you like? I don't know about netscaler. So,
So listen,
like if I want.
basically NetScale is a part of L3 kind of preparation, right? But
Okay, 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 okay.
if you want any
Okay, no issues.
overview from my side, na, I will share one recording with you. You can refer that recording, right? And
Okay, no issues. Actually, I was just searching on Google, so I found many companies they are preferring those who have netscaler as an added like kind of advantage if you
listen,
have.
do not search on Google anything, right? On Google, you will get thousands of results, right?
No,
So
Google in the sense like Naukri portal I'm talking about or LinkedIn.
mhm, just apply for a job and ask your package. What is your demand? Means if your seeking for 10 lakh, 15 lakh or 20 lakhs of package, na, you can ask them, like, it's your demand. There is nothing wrong to ask, right? If they are capable, they will give you, right?
Yeah.
So that is not a means. I started my career, when I started my career, now my initial salary was somewhere around like 5,000 or 6,000 per month in 2012, right? So,
Even I also started that time, like
mhm.
in 2013, 14. I was also getting that much only, like six
Yeah,
thousand five hundred, seven
right,
thousand.
right,
I was
right,
working as a desktop support engineer.
right. So,
I know that.
you have to start from some point, na? So we started from
Yeah.
that point, On that time, I used to work on the CRT monitors, like the bulky monitors with
Yes,
some
yes, yes.
back or the, I'm not sure what to call, right? So these white color monitors with uh, heavy background, right? So I used to work on that thing. Then I moved to, like, in 2015, I got a chance to, join the Citrix and then continue. I'm with the Citrix only, right? So, and I'm not sure, like, if what my suggestion is to you guys, please pick up any technology and please work hard and make yourself master of that thing. Means if you search on the Google, na, like, or if you search on the Google or YouTube for Citrix, for sure you will get my videos on top priority, right? Why? Because I work hard, right? And I created multiple videos, I educate multiple students, right? So that is the result what I'm getting. Means it is a result of hard working only. So you can pick Wikfix, you can pick VMware, you can pick like Azure or whatever you want to pick, you can pick, right? Work hard on that topic, and please do not, that is my personal thing, like, please do not rely on your job only, right? So, I mean, if you work for yourself only, you will you will be having a great future ahead, right? So, means I already crossed those kind of things, but that is just an advice for you guys. So, if you will work for you yourself only, you will be more than happy. And if you will work for some other company, you will be into the pressure always. So that is a reality actually, right? So just try to work hard, and I'm having 5 minutes only in this call. If anyone having anything to ask, you can ask, guys, or else we are good to conclude the call. So Naveen, like, uh, uh, you are into the final years, or like, for what you have to present your thesis in?
This is my final year actually. I just have like uh, uh, after
Hmm.
submission of my dissertation, it's all done.
Hmm.
I'll be graduating in June, and then
Hmm.
after I need to search for the jobs.
Okay. So means what you are doing right now, means you told me like you have been working on hourly basis or whatever. The
Yeah, it's just part time. It is not easy to survive. It is the cost of living here is very high. I pay my
yeah,
rents like
listen,
30,000
yeah,
just for living
I
without
was
expenses.
there in UK, and UK and
Okay.
Canada. So what I learned from that location, like, your food cost, your lifestyle cost, those costs are very very less, but your resident cost, it will be always higher. Why? Because
Yeah, very high.
when I was in Canada, like, I rent one apartment and the guys was charging me 500 Canadian dollar on that time, right, for a month.
Okay.
Means if you used to have a good apartment kind of thing, right? So in UK itself, in UK I was living in the hotel. I'm not getting the name in my mind. Whatever the hotel name, I just forget about it. So the guys are charging my company for me, like, somewhere around $100 per day. Okay,
Oh,
for next like 1 or 2 months, right? So what
okay.
I understood from that, like, in Western area, like, lifestyle is cheaper, your food cost is cheaper, but your residence, it will be on the top.
Very, yeah.
So that is the only thing. Okay. And it is good, like you are staying alone over there. That is completely fine. But you are single, na, so you have to stay alone. So,
Yeah.
what about your family background here in Hyderabad?
Well,
Uh,
yeah, we are actually from farming background. We don't have. I'm the only one who came out of the
but
country.
I'm staying in farmhouse, right? So, I'm totally from farmer background. So, and means you are the only child, or you are having
No,
some
no, no.
colleague
I have my
sibling?
brother actually.
Hmm?
He's younger than me.
Hmm?
Even he graduated. He has been undergraduated, but he's not from the computer science. He's from I mean, general business background.
So he's in
BA.
Canada or he's in
No, no, no. He's planning for United States, but I
Mhm.
don't want actually. Even he applied for another visa for UK itself.
Mhm.
Hopefully, I don't know whether he's gonna get it or not.
Mhm. So what kind of visa you are getting for education purpose? What is the name of that visa?
No, right now, last week I think so. I applied for him. It is not for education. It is for job search. Actually, it was
Okay.
a lucky draw kind of thing. Around 2,400 people will be picked from all the applications. If my brother is lucky, he'll be picked. That's
So
it.
what
The
is the
thing is, it is not.
what is the tenure of that visa? For 6 months or
It
for
is
a
two
year?
years. 2 years.
Oh,
2 years.
2 years.
Yeah, the thing is, to be frank, wherever you go to
Mhm.
Canada, US, United States, spending like lakhs of rupees for education, I mean, for coming for masters, the
Mhm.
reality here is very bad. I think it is not worth that much spending 15 more than 15 lakhs per university per single
Right,
year.
right, right, right,
2 years, it is not worth actually.
right. Mhm. Okay, guys, so we are having only 1 minute left in this call, so I'm terminating that call. And Naveen, as I told you, na, we are having festival, right? You are also
Yeah,
from
okay, no
India, right?
problem.
So there might be some delay in tomorrow class, right?
Okay,
Or
no problem.
there might be a chance of postpone, right? So I will let you know, okay?
Yeah, fine.
Because we have to give some time to our family as well, okay?
Yeah, yeah, sure, sure.
So, and this is for everyone, guys. There is a chance like there will be no class schedule tomorrow, okay?
Okay, no issue.
Okay, thanks everyone. Bye. Have a nice day. And Naveen, after this
Yeah,
class, I will share recordings to you and to everyone. Okay.
okay. Thanks.
Okay. Thank you. Bye.
Good night.
Good night.